All right, y'all. WHO DAT Campbell here to break down this game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. It was ugly. It was ugly, and it really sucked because, especially at the end, you thought that there was a chance, especially because we had that fourth quarter magic last week. But unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. The defense played outstanding, especially for the first three quarters. I found the DBs, the back end, were a little soft at times. And just in comparison to the line play and the linebackers, like Demario Davis and Pete Werner are easily, like, they are wicked together. Like, there's a reason why we didn't sign Quan back. And Pete Werner, if he keeps on doing what he's doing, he's going to be a star in this league. And it's just going to be another home run hit from another kid from Ohio State, because we got tons of them boys on our team. But again, the biggest takeaway from this game is going to be another Ohio State kid who we've had and probably be the best cornerback we've ever had in Saints history, and that's Lattimore and his big rivalry with Mike Evans. And it's been uglier, and it's just another ugly chapter in probably the best player-on-player rivalry in the NFL right now. I'm Rob Hudak Campbell. Like and subscribe this video if you like what I'm doing. These are my fan reaction videos. I'm going to be doing them every week for the remainder of this season. Something, again, I've wanted to do for years now. And let's start breaking down this game. Quarter one, the first possession of the game looked really promising. We were moving the ball down the field quite efficiently, running and passing. But unfortunately, we came up short with just a field goal. And unfortunately, the way this game kept going, points, they were scarce. So a touchdown in that situation would have been really, really nice. Now, again, going back to what I was saying earlier, the defense looked outstanding, especially the front four and the linebackers. Just outstanding. There really isn't anything else to say. Like, they were awesome. The run defense was amazing. Just stopping another hometown hero in Leonard Fournette. It was great to see. Brady was extremely frustrated. You seen him smash another tablet, being a little crybaby again. But unfortunately, sportsly, after this week, he did get the better of us with his first regular season win against New Orleans, which is all anybody's been talking about for the last week. Jumping to the second quarter, we had a huge fourth down stop, which was amazing. Fourth down stops, especially when you are so close and you have a chip shot field goal, it's basically like a turnover. In the sense that it's just heartbreaking, because you could have came away with some points, and points were extremely scarce in this game, which is why I'm going to jump to the end of the second quarter and a extremely questionable call. I'm not going to call out Dennis Allen. Like, I want his head, I want his job, but I really think he should have let Lutz try to kick that 57-yard field goal. I think it would have been a real backbreaker if he would have been able to get it, especially with points being so scarce. And I really hated the commentary about how we should have been scared of Tom Brady giving him a short field. Like, we just stopped him on fourth down. Like, in that situation, I believe we really have to be aggressive. And looking back on that, like, I really, really would have wished, like, that was, I'm not going to call that the game changer, but I just didn't like the passive, soft, like, I get it, don't give Tom Brady a short field, he's Tom Brady, but, like, be aggressive. Like, Will Lutz is a top 5 kicker in this league. We missed him so bad last year. Like, we lost games last year just because we didn't have a competent kicker. We have a competent kicker. Give him the opportunity to get some points, especially if the offense isn't getting the ball in the end zone. You know? Like, that one hurt a little bit. So then we start with the third quarter, and the D, of course, amazing still. But this was the start of bad penalties. Like, the first half was good for penalties. Like, Tampa Bay was really shooting themselves in the foot. But this is where we started shooting ourselves in the foot. Now, you can go back and say, was that a questionable penalty? You know, like, just penalties are penalties, guys. Unfortunately, you know, we could say the refs hate us, and they do. But just, it is what it is. You just can't put yourself in that situation. So the offense still couldn't get anything going. The Bucks kick another field goal, and then we had that wicked start of the drive where we were just hammering them. Marky Mark was running the ball amazing. Like, I'm a big fan of Mark Ingram. I always have been. I was sad when we let him go to Baltimore, and then I was really, really excited when we got him back. He's older, but he's still got a lot of good tread on his tires. He's got some mileage left. But that fumble was backbreaking, y'all. That one, to me, when I was writing my notes down, I was like, this could be the game changer right here, where I felt like the straw that started to break the camel's back. So we start with the fourth quarter, and we start with another really, really big stop, but another stupid penalty. Too many men on the punt return. Like, those penalties are going to kill you every time, and they're just stupid mental mistakes that they're just hard to watch. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, oh yeah, 12 guys. Come on. Like, what are we doing? And then the big pierre to resistance, the fight. And it caught everybody off guard because it was like, we're good, fourth down. Well, oh, wow, here we go. And, you know, the way they first showed it, you didn't know who was involved. There was a time where you seen Lattimore in a sea of white, and it was just, and then Cam came and grabbed him, and then you watch the replay, and you got Tom Brady beacon, and then Lattimore, because he had the big play against Scotty Miller. And again, this is the second time in I don't know how many years, but this isn't the first time where Mike Evans was just out of frame, comes in and just our guy. And then at the end of it, they're both gone. Now, I understand, like, this is going to sound like a homer bias call, but I don't think Lattimore did the same as what Evans did. Evans came out of nowhere and just, like, tried to body him. But again, it's, as a fan, you're not supposed to say this, like, you're not supposed to like these things, but, like, I don't know, I guess I'm Canadian and I watch hockey too, but, like, fights in football are scarce, and it's just like, whoa, like, this doesn't happen. And in a heated, passionate rivalry like this is, it's just like, it's just not something you see every day, guys. So they lose a guy, we lose a guy, which kind of null and void because, of course, Lattimore had this guy on a milk carton for the whole game. He always does. He's always gotten the better of Mike Evans. And then this is when it all kind of started to fall apart, unfortunately. Winston had the interception, and then the defense holds him to a field goal. It's the hope that kills you, because even with like 2 minutes left, it was just like, we could do it. And it was just like back-breaking turnover after turnover after turnover, man. it's exhausting. You know, it was hard to watch at the end because I'm a Jameis Winston fan. Like I want him to succeed in New Orleans, and I know there's a lot of people that are just they're gonna see a performance like that and just get this guy out of town. Like there's already people calling for the Red Rocket to jump on the field. Like, come on. But in other hands, like the offense didn't do anything, and you could say that, hey, Alvin wasn't there, but trying to force that play to Olave 4 times, like it's like that's all they had. It's just like, okay, we're gonna try over the middle, and then it was like, let's try somebody else. Like it wasn't working. Like after the 3rd time, like I know this ain't baseball, but like after three times, like let's just not do it. But again, extremely ugly loss. This one's going to be hard to take because we've had the Bucs and Brady's number over the last 2 years. They got us in the playoffs. Let's not rehash all that stuff. But, it's been really nice seeing the stats where it's like, oh, look, Brady's so good. Except for when he goes to New Orleans and plays New Orleans. Yeah. I guess I don't really have much else to say after that, y'all. Like that one was it was hard. And I thought they had some magic left in them at the end. Like it was like, ooh, we could get no. But again, y'all, like I think Jameis, like I want to see Jameis do good, but you got to remember, like Jameis, the type of quarterback he is a dying breed. Like there isn't no more of these left. Like he's a gunslinger, and he's gonna, in the 4th quarter, he's either gonna win you the game like he did last week, or he's gonna do this. Like he's a Brett Favre. Like he wants to throw it downfield. He's the complete opposite of what Drew Brees ever was. Which for me, I love Drew Brees, but it's exciting to watch because it's something different. And it's not always gonna work. Like Sean's not here anymore, and you can, after this one, you can really tell, like, this is a new era of Saints offense, and like I just feel like it's not matured yet. Like we're not like, yeah, I guess that's the best way. It's just not clicking on all cylinders yet. Like it's misfiring, and of course Kamara not being there. Yeah, I could just ramble on for hours about this. This one just hurt, y'all. I'm Rob Who Dat Campbell. We got Carolina next week, and I'm pretty sure we can come away with a W with that one. We'll be eating W's next week. All right, y'all. Love ya. Who Dat?